In the vast multiverses of DC and Marvel, two characters stand as near gods, beings whose powers stretch beyond conventional limits. Darkseid, the tyrant of Apokolips, and Sentry, the living paradox from Marvel, are both cosmic forces to be reckoned with. They are beings of unimaginable strength and intellect, capable of reshaping entire universes. But when these two titans clash, who would truly emerge victorious? In this comprehensive analysis, we delve into their origins, powers, strategies, and vulnerabilities to determine the winner of this ultimate battle. Darkseid, the Lord of Apokolips. Darkseid, originally known as Uxas, hails from the dystopian world of Apokolips. A godlike figure, he is one of the new gods, and one of the most malevolent beings in the DC Universe. Darkseid's sole ambition is the acquisition of the anti-life equation, a cosmic force capable of erasing free will and controlling all sentient beings in the universe. This quest for total control makes him a being of supreme power and malevolent will. Darkseid's power is not just derived from his physical strength, though he possesses immense strength that allows him to fight on par with Superman and other powerful beings, but also from his Omega effect. This is a unique and devastating ability that lets him project Omega beams, which can annihilate, manipulate matter, or resurrect the dead, all while tracking their targets across any dimension. These beams are capable of erasing entire histories or even trapping opponents in alternate realities. They're among the most dangerous and unpredictable powers in the multiverse. Beyond raw strength and power, Darkseid's true advantage lies in his intellect. As a master strategist and manipulator, he has orchestrated countless schemes throughout the multiverse. Darkseid's manipulative nature allows him to play both allies and enemies against each other, making him a threat not just in combat but in politics and intergalactic warfare. His influence extends over entire armies, such as his parademons, and even some of the most powerful new gods are his pawns. In terms of weaknesses, Darkseid's immortality is a double-edged sword. While he can survive almost any physical threat and return from death, he can be temporarily incapacitated or weakened by attacks that disrupt his cosmic essence. Additionally, his obsession with the anti-life equation can sometimes cloud his judgment, as he seeks control above all else, often underestimating opponents or focusing too much on his ultimate goal. Sentry. The Golden Paradox. Sentry, or Robert Reynolds, is one of the most complicated characters in the Marvel Universe. At his peak, Sentry is virtually unmatched in raw power, capable of feats that make him one of the strongest beings in Marvel. His abilities come from an experimental serum that gave him the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns. His strength, speed, durability, and stamina are all near limitless, allowing him to battle the likes of the Hulk, Thor, and even cosmic entities like the Void. However, Sentry's abilities come with a terrifying flaw: his split personality. On one hand, Robert Reynolds is a hero with a pure heart, willing to sacrifice for others. But on the other hand, his darker self, known as the Void, is a manifestation of his deepest fears, insecurities, and rage. The Void is a being of pure chaos, capable of turning Sentry into an entity of destruction so powerful that he could destroy entire cities, or even the world. The paradoxical nature of Sentry's power is that it is constantly in flux. His mental instability often leads to a battle of wills between his heroic side and the destructive Void. When in control, Sentry is an unstoppable force, capable of lifting entire cities, flying at faster-than-light speeds, and destroying planets with a single thought. However, when the Void takes over, Sentry becomes a terrifying threat to everyone around him, including himself. Sentry's greatest advantage lies in his ability to regenerate. No matter how severe the injury, Sentry can heal instantly, which makes him incredibly difficult to defeat. His powers also extend to energy manipulation, matter manipulation, and telepathy, allowing him to fight both physically and mentally. The downside, however, is his psychological fragility. His power is often dampened or even lost when he cannot control the void. His constant internal struggle is what makes him unpredictable. One moment he could be saving the universe, and the next, he could be its greatest destroyer. This inconsistency is his greatest weakness, and it could be exploited by any opponent who understands the fragility of his psyche. The Clash, a battle of titans. The hypothetical battle between Darkseid and Sentry would undoubtedly be one of cosmic proportions. When considering how the two would face off, several factors come into play. Raw power, psychological manipulation, strategy, and their respective weaknesses. In a battle of raw strength, Sentry and Darkseid would be evenly matched. Sentry's power, derived from the serum, makes him a physical juggernaut. His strength is so immense that he can easily overpower beings like Thor and Hulk. However, Darkseid's own power is not just physical. The Omega beams and his godlike durability would give him the edge in terms of endurance. Darkseid has fought gods and survived attacks that would obliterate most other beings, and he can quickly recover from injuries. Darkseid's mental fortitude would also be a significant advantage. While Sentry is battling his own psychological demons, his split personality, his inner fight with the void, and his instability, Darkseid is unshakable. His tactical mind and ability to manipulate people and situations would allow him to control the battle. If Darkseid were able to exploit Sentry's mental weaknesses, he could break the hero's resolve and make him susceptible to defeat. Furthermore, Darkseid's Omega effect would be particularly dangerous to Sentry. While Sentry is incredibly powerful, his vulnerability lies in his unpredictability. If Darkseid managed to get Sentry into a position where his mental state wavered, he could unleash the Omega beams, either disintegrating him entirely or trapping him in an alternate dimension. The Omega beams are uncontrollable, and no matter how fast or strong Sentry is, he would have a hard time escaping them. However, Sentry is not without his own advantages. His power is truly limitless when he is fully in control, and his ability to regenerate makes him nearly indestructible. If Sentry could hold on to his sanity and use his powers efficiently, he could potentially wear Darkseid down with sheer strength and speed. Sentry's energy manipulation abilities could also pose a serious threat to Darkseid, especially if he can manipulate energy in ways that affect Darkseid's power source. The final verdict? Who would win? In the end, the ultimate victor would likely be Darkseid. While Sentry's raw power and regeneration make him an incredibly dangerous opponent, Darkseid's strategic mind and ability to manipulate both the battlefield and his opponent's emotions would give him the edge. Sentry's mental instability would be exploited, and even though his powers are immense, the internal conflict between him and the Void would create openings for Darkseid to strike decisively. Darkseid's Omega beams would ultimately prove too much for Sentry to handle. Sentry's unpredictability, while a strength in certain contexts, would become his downfall against Darkseid's cold, calculating nature. Darkseid's godlike durability and unmatched manipulation of cosmic forces would see him emerge as the winner, capable of overpowering Sentry and leaving him trapped in a dimension of his own making. Final result, Darkseid wins, not just due to raw strength, but through his masterful strategy and ability to exploit Sentry's psychological flaws. Darkseid's manipulative tactics, combined with the overwhelming power of the Omega beams, would ensure his victory in this cosmic confrontation. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.